So this listing's been in the pipeline since early of 2011. You're expecting to go to market mid-September. But is Dar-es-Salaam ready for the listing of Precision Air?
Thank you very much. The market is ready to receive this listing, but we are not talking about September. We are talking about October. Mm-hmm. We have been preparing for this. There has been some delays here and there, some beyond us, but I think the market is ready now to receive Precision Air in the stock exchange.
Okay, initially, what is Precision Air hoping to do? Because obviously the media has been filled with reports of Kenyan Airways selling its stake and how a public listing or public offering effectively means that the other major shareholder, who's Michael Shirilima, will also be diluting his shares. What's all of this restructuring aimed at?
Okay, the truth of the matter is that neither Mr. Shirima nor Kenya Airways is selling off their shares. What they are doing is inviting other people to share in owning Precision Air. What is going to happen is that, of course, since they are going to invest in Precision Air, there is going to be some dilution for both the existing shareholders. And as such, they are going to have lesser shareholding, but in a much bigger company. Mm-hmm. So that is what is going to happen. But again, let me emphasize that the reason why we are doing this and why the shareholders have agreed to do this is because, one, we want more people to participate in owning the airline. Secondly, we also want to expand. And therefore, it is better to have a smaller share of a bigger company than having majority of a small company. And thirdly, we also want to have more Tanzanians also feel that this is part of their company, and therefore not just one individual in the name of Michael Shirima and, of course, the other one, Kenya Airways. So this will bring some kind of, buy-ins from the Tanzanians in the first place, and then, of course, other people from out.
Let's talk about the fact that, as you're saying, Precision Air has Tanzania in its DNA. But some would say listing on the Dar-es-Salaam Stock Exchange isn't the wisest move, purely because the stock exchange has been so protectionist in the past, so restrictive of other members of the East African community participating in IPOs. Has any of that changed?
That is what has been in the past, but for our case, what we are going to see is that other people may invest in Precision Air, but they may just buy their shares in Tanzania, not in Kenya or in Uganda or elsewhere, but they are free to come and purchase shares in Tanzania, Dar-es-Salaam, that is.
Valuation of the company, I know that you're trying to raise somewhere in the region of 25 million for your expansion plans. What sort of pricing are you forecasting for your shares? Where's the value for investors?
I may not be able to tell you the share value because we are actually waiting for the final nod from the Capital Market Authority. We are just in the final stages. And we expect by next week or maximum the next 2 weeks, we should have the final go-ahead from CMSA. And therefore, after that, we'll be able to give you all the details. For now, it could be premature.
All right. Well, let's not preempt that then. We'll wait for you to come back and tell us here at CNBC. Basically, what is Precision Air offering the prospective investor? I mean, as you say, you're a Tanzanian airline and you're quite active in terms of routes within East Africa, trying to grow the network to London and to Johannesburg. And we've seen visitor numbers growing 16% for you in the last year. But it's also challenging times. Volatile currencies in East Africa, austerity measures in Europe. The propensity of people to travel may change going forward.
Well, I am happy to say that since 2003, when Kenya Airways joined hands with Precision Air, the growth has been double digits In fact, year on year, we've been making money. Even the passenger numbers have been on the increase. And even before Kenya Airways actually joined hands with the Precision Air, before 2003, the airline was doing well. It was privately owned, very well run in a professional manner, and it was making profits then. But of course, the major boost was when Kenya Airways came in. Now, going forward, we still believe that there is a lot of potential within East African countries. You know, of course, about the East Africa community, and we believe that there is a lot that is going to be gained out of this. And we want to be ready as a company to harness this potential when eventually we are free, you know, to hop from one country to the other one without any restrictions. Secondly, we are also expanding in the region. In the region, for example, last week, we started our flights to Johannesburg. We started with 4 frequencies. And this is not in any way to say that we are competing with Kenya Airways, but rather the partnership is becoming stronger and stronger. For example, if you miss your flight from South Africa on Kenya Airways, you could take Precision Air, come via Dar-es-Salaam. Arrival time there would be 4:30 in the morning, and by 5:30 we have a flight coming to Nairobi. Right. So end of the day, we are offering more product and more choices to our passengers. Okay.